Good morning, everybody, and welcome to school. Very excited to have everybody back today. Hope each one of you had a wonderful summer and enjoyed yourself and got plenty of rest. I know I had the opportunity to see several of you out running around town and you looked like you was having a good time and enjoying being off school. But I want to take this opportunity once again to welcome you to the 2016-2017 school year. We're very happy and very excited about what lies in front of us. We feel like we have a great group of students and we're so thrilled to be here to serve you. And listen to what I'm saying here. Our job as school people, as teachers, as administrators, anybody that works in this building, our number one job, our number one role is to serve you. We're trying something new this year. The first couple of days of school, maybe first 2 or 3 days of school, our focus is not going to be on math and science and reading and English and history. It's going to be on building relationships, trying to get to know you, building a strong, firm relationship that's going to carry us throughout the whole year and hopefully allow us to know that we care about each other, that we worry about each other. We're all from this county, Monroe County, and we're very proud of that fact. And we want Monroe County to do well. We want the kids of this county to do well, the kids of this school to achieve at high levels, and no matter what you're involved in. Primarily, we're interested in how you do in school, but we want you to do well in band, we want you to do well in sports, any extracurricular activity that you're involved in. We're your biggest fan and your biggest supporters. We care deeply about you, and we care so much to the point that we're willing to work hard each and every day to serve you. So just remember this one point. Now listen to me. We're here for you. With that being said, today's the first day of school, our opening day for this school year, and there's some things that we need to do to, kind of lay the foundation of how we're going to do business. Today we're going to start off in advisory. Your advisory teachers will share a lot of information with you, get some fundamental stuff done and get that out of the way, and after that we'll move straight on into first block. Now each of our periods will be abbreviated with the exception of lunch block. And your advisory teachers will tell you the schedule and show you what's going on and make today as easy as possible for you. A couple things to mention, and I want this to be a very smooth transition. Our upperclassmen are aware of this and they fully know how I feel about what I'm getting ready to say. My number one job is to have a safe building for our students to be in. Bar none. The number one thing that I worry about most is safety of our students. Now, I take that very serious. Coach Murray and I do, and Officer Barnett. We work hard each day to make sure things are done right, that everybody's doing what they're supposed to do, so that our kids can come to school in a safe environment. The first point I want to mention to you is our dress code. Now, kids, you guys know how I feel about this. It's been an issue for a couple of years, but you've done very, very good. Juniors and seniors and sophomores, you guys have really improved over the last few years, but we still have some room to go. We have a dress code. Understand that. That dress code is posted online at the Monroe County School District webpage. I highly encourage you to go to that page and look at it before you come to school tomorrow. Your teachers will address this with you. They'll go over it in great detail with you, and you'll know exactly what to expect in terms of dress. Make sure you come to school dressed appropriately. Now, here's my philosophy on that. We're trying to prepare you for the workforce. We're trying to prepare you for college or technical school. And in order to do that, we feel like we have to promote an acceptable dress code, one that would be good in the workforce. If it's not acceptable in the workforce, it should not be acceptable here at school. So make sure that you dress yourself appropriately. If there's any questions or any doubts, please go to our webpage and review that and make sure you have a good understanding. If not, we will share that with you tomorrow and go over that in great detail. It's very important to me that you guys come to school and dress appropriately. The second thing is, last year we passed a new policy that I think has went over at first not so well, but everybody embraced it and got on board with it. We do not allow any outside food or drink to be brought into Monroe County High School. If you bring in a Coke, if you bring in a drink or food, we're going to ask you to step outside and finish that off or to throw it in the trash can, but we're not going to allow you to bring it into our building. There's several reasons why we do that. It's not to punish you. It's not to be difficult on you. I know everybody doesn't like school food. However, it's much better than what it has been in the past, and I'm very proud of that. The reason we do that, and now listen to this, is for safety. We don't want kids bringing in things in those styrofoam cups and those Sonic cups that we don't have any idea of what's in there. That's happened before in the past, and it's caused a great deal of problems, and the consequences for that is severe. Also, the same thing with food. We can't have that. We can't go through everybody's sack of food and see what you have in there. And like I said in the beginning, our number one job is to make sure that the kids are safe and we have a good, productive school day. So please help me out with that, and do not bring food or drink to school. If you do, we are going to ask you to throw that away or to finish it before you come into our building. Our cafeteria staff, our kitchen staff does a great job of providing you a new variety of lunch. I mean, you guys experienced that a little bit toward the end of the year last year, and some of that food is outstanding, and I think you'll be just fine. I know most of us went to school for 12 years, believe it or not, and we ate at the cafeteria for breakfast and lunch, and we made it through school just fine, and I know you will too. A couple things that's always been a concern, and it continues to bother us and cause issues within the building, is the inappropriate use of social media, inappropriate use of technology. We do have a bring your own device policy here. We encourage you to do that, but those devices are only to be used under teacher direction, meaning that the teacher will ask you to use that device to support what they're doing in the classroom. Outside of that, your device should not be out in the hallways. Your device should not be out in the classrooms. We do allow you to use your device in the cafeteria during your lunch break and also during your breakfast break. So we provide you a couple of opportunities there to use your cell phones. Now listen very carefully to what I'm saying. I do not want to see cell phones out in the hallway. I do not want to see cell phones out in the classrooms unless your teacher has directed you to use that in an activity. Be careful what you write down on social media, whether it be Facebook, whether it be Twitter, whatever the case may be. That's an electronic fingerprint. It never goes away. It can be retrieved at all times. So it's important that you understand that and protect yourself, and make sure that what you write down in print is something that you'd be proud to share with your parents or your teachers. Don't put down anything inappropriate. We have more cases each year where someone has said something inappropriate about another kid. It's called cyberbullying. Mr. Dean Smith will come over at some point early in the year and will direct the entire school on a cyberbullying session, and you'll learn a lot more about that. But to be on the safe side, do not put down anything in print that's inappropriate. Don't say anything that you would not be willing to share with your teachers or your parents. So be very, very careful there. Social media can be a great thing. Internet can be a great thing if it's all used appropriately, and that's what I'm calling on you guys to do. Monroe County High School is a smoke-free facility, and I'm very proud of the fact that last year we had one case of smoking in the building, and that was it, and I'm very proud of that. We're going to continue to make that an issue. The consequences for smoking in this school are very, very severe, and we take it very seriously, and we watch for it, and we're on the look. So please make sure that you do not bring cigarettes to school. They do not need to be on your person or in your possession, in your locker or book bag, or whatever the case may be. If we think that you might have cigarettes on you, then we do have the right to search you and to search your possessions. So please make sure that you comply with that you help support that. You see, I believe that there's enough good kids in this building that want to come to school and go into the restrooms and not have to smell smoke. So it's my job to make sure that's the case. So please help me out with that. Now, on the line of smoking, an alternative to smoking that's really become popular is vaping. And let me share with you a quick story about that. Vaping is illegal. And it's going to be illegal very soon for anyone under 18, just like cigarettes. Vapes can be used as drug paraphernalia. We went through a whole session this summer at one of the conferences we went to, and told us what all's going on with these vapes and how kids are using them to smoke marijuana. It has THC in it. Any drug that you can liquefy, you can put in that vape and smoke it right under our faces, and it be undetected. So we went ahead and made a decision not too long ago that they're not to be used or have on your possession here at this school. If we find a vape on you, then we're going to treat that like drug paraphernalia. So make sure you understand that, and you might want to read our handbook, because there's a serious consequence and a serious penalty for that, and you don't want to be guilty of that. So you incoming freshmen, and maybe some of you guys that may have forgot, understand that we take that very serious. Do not bring it to school. I have a whole drawer full of those things last year that we confiscated, and the Board of Education supports us on this. We don't want you to have that here at school. We also take a very strong stance on drugs as a whole, drugs and alcohol. Should be a situation where kids can come to school without the fear of anybody being intoxicated or under the influence of drugs. So we need you to be very sober-minded while you're here at school, to be focused on the content, focused on what's going on. So we're calling on you guys in a big way to understand our policy on drugs is very, very serious. Your advisory teachers will take you a little bit deeper on that and share with you exactly what the consequences are for having drugs on your possession, number one, or being under the influence of drugs and or alcohol, or trafficking. Now, trafficking is me taking drugs and giving it to somebody else, not necessarily for money, but that's what happens most of the time. And those two things are very, very serious. So please make sure you're mindful of that and you understand and obey our policies and rules when it comes to that. And again, your advisory teacher is going to talk to you more about dress code, about the food situation, no food and drink in the building, about the social media, about vapes and smoking, and also our drug policy, drug and alcohol policy. So make sure you pay attention to that. This year's theme in this building, I'm going to wrap it up real quick, let you get on about your day, is 4 things. I want to promote these things within our building because I think these are intangible qualities that make people successful. They make you employable. They make you be a good employee once you're there. And it's a very simple thing called respect. You know, employees want you to be knowledgeable in content areas like math, science, English, and reading, history, and so forth. But they're also looking for young men and women that have a respect. They respect their employer. They respect their co-workers. They respect the simple fact that they're working hard for a good hard day's work for a good day's wages. And we need you to understand that in this building, we want you to respect the fact that you're coming to a clean building every day. You're coming to a classroom where your teachers care about you. And you need to respect that teacher's position as the authority in that room. And they need to respect yours as a human being and do the best job they possibly can. I love to hear kids say yes, yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. It's just an indication of showing respect to those people that are a little bit older than you. I'm big on that. You'll hear me call on you to do that very, very often throughout the year. Now, along the same lines of respect, I think is proper manners. Thank you. You know, there's nothing wrong with saying thank you. There's nothing wrong with being kind to someone. Thank you to a teacher. Thank you to a classmate, a peer, a friend, whatever the case may be. Just exhibit those qualities and characteristics that are going to make you successful. And we think being a respectful young person is way up on that list. Another one's pride. You need to have pride in yourself, your pride in your family, pride in your community, and also pride in your school. You know, we take a great deal of time and effort to work hard for this building and this community, and we take a lot of pride in what we do here. Monroe County High School for the last 3 years has been a distinguished school, tops in the state, and we're proud of that. We take pride in that. We work hard because we want to maintain that. And I want you to do the same thing. Be proud to be a Monroe County High School Falcon, because we as staff are proud to have you as our students. We're thankful that your parents trust us enough to be here for you and to serve you for about 6 hours a day. And we take pride in doing a very good job for you. And we want you to do the same thing. So the first 2 intangibles are respect and pride. The third one is loyalty. Be loyal to your school. Be loyal to Falcon Nation. Be loyal to your teachers. And this same thing we said to our teachers and our leadership team, be loyal to your students. Give them the best you got and be there for them. But I think that's important. We can't have a group of people together that are not loyal to one another and didn't support one another, because that's a divided ship and it's a divided house. And you know the old saying there that a divided house can fall pretty easy. And the last one, number 4, is discipline. Those of you that know me best and have been around me for a few years, you know I like this house to be disciplined. I like the hallways to be quiet during class time. I like our classrooms to be orderly and well managed and kids listening to teachers and actively engaged in the lesson. I like the cafeteria to be smooth and things go well in there. But discipline is much deeper than just our classroom management and our behavior. Discipline is also that I'm going to have the self-discipline and the self-control to do what I need to do each and every day to make sure that I achieve at a very high level. I'm on time for my classes. I'm on time for school. I'm doing what my teacher asked me to do. I'm doing it the way they tell me to do it, and I'm doing things the right way. So make sure that you discipline yourself so you can be as successful as you possibly can. A person who lacks discipline will not have the commitment to stick to it. They will lack the intangible characteristic of being able to complete the assignment. And we want you guys to do that and do it in a fine fashion. There's so many things I'd love to say to you, but Miss Crow keeps looking at her watch, and I need to cut this off and let you guys get on about your school day. But I'm so excited to have you here today. I hope you have a wonderful school day. I hope things go well for you this year. If we can ever help you in any way here in this office or any of the teachers, please let us know. And again, I said at the beginning of this recording, we're here to serve you. I'm going to leave it at this. Things can go well. We'll treat you like kings and queens. We'll be as good as we possibly can to you. But here's the kicker. We'll be as good to you as you let us. We'll treat you the best we possibly can as long as you let us. And what I mean by that is if your behavior interferes with the daily routine of this school, then I can't guarantee you that everything's always going to be rainbows and sunshine. You know, we take a hard stance on discipline. We take a hard stance on this building being well managed and our classrooms being well managed, and you need to know that on day one. It's my job to see this as a safe environment, that the classrooms are conducive, and all that means that the classroom, the environment and the culture allows good teaching and learning to take place. And that's what we're all about. Thank you very much. And again, for you incoming freshmen, my name is Mr. Pettit, and I'm the principal of Monroe County High School. Mr. Dwayne Murray is assistant principal. He's the head chief disciplinarian. Miss Melissa Emerton is the assistant principal that deals with curriculum and data. Sybil Bartley is our guidance counselor, and Mitzi Holland is our career counselor. And we're all here for you if you need anything at all. Please lean on your advisory teachers heavily in the first few days of school. I look forward to getting this day behind us and starting a brand new day. Thank you very much, and you guys have a great day.